Toto Wolff knows his lobbying of Michael Masi was unacceptable, insists Martin Brundle, after the Mercedes chief tried to prevent a safety car in the Abu Dhabi GP. With team bosses accused of trying to sway race directors' decisions. Mercedes chief Toto Wolff knows his lobbying of race director Michael Masi was unacceptable when trying to stop the safety car from being deployed in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, says Martin Brundle. Sky Sports pundit Brundle, a former F1 driver for McLaren and Jordan, was referencing a certain point in last month's season finale when Wolff tried to prevent a safety car from being sent out after Antonio Giovinazzi's car broke down. Brundle was also speaking more broadly about how team bosses, including Wolff and Red Bull rival Christian Horner, had been trying to influence Masi's decisions throughout the season, with conversations between the two broadcasted for fans for the first time. Those calls were heightened on the final lap of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the final race of the season, with Masi accused of bending the rules to allow Max Verstappen the chance to beat Lewis Hamilton in a one-lap shootout. And Brundle believes the sport should return to the dynamic under former race director, the late Charlie Whiting. 100%, Brundle said on Sky Sports Abu Dhabi, 1 month on show when debating if teams lobbying the FIA should stop. In the first safety car incident when Antonio Giovinazzi's Alfa Romeo broke down some way from a service road, we had Toto on the radio to Masi saying, "Hey Michael, no safety car," trying to influence a safety decision. It's completely unacceptable and Toto knows that. We can't have that. What used to happen in the Herbie, Blash, former deputy race director, and Charlie days is they would get on the radio to Charlie and Herbie would go, Whiting, is busy at the moment. He'll get back to you. Of course, he didn't because Charlie was busy sorting out the mess that was on track and working to understand when the race could be restarted. Wolff even threw his support behind banning team principals having access to race control during races after he overstepped in his furious rant at Masi in Abu Dhabi. Wolff echoed calls from Ross Brawn, Formula One's managing director of motorsports, for a ban as he feels bosses such as himself have crossed the line. And Brundle agrees with the pair, saying those calls were some of the most uncomfortable parts of the season. Wolff wants to see Masi removed from his role before the start of the 2022 season in Bahrain in March. Right now, every question in F1 circles surrounded the future of Hamilton and whether he will return after such a contentious defeat. Since losing out on the title on the last lap to Red Bull rival Verstappen, Hamilton, 37, has declined to commit to seeing out the remainder of his 2-year contract with Mercedes, which is worth in the region of £70 million. Mercedes previously withdrew their legal action against the governing FIA, believing they had no chance of winning an appeal on the basis it would require the FIA to overturn their own stewards at further great damage to the sport. But Mercedes, the 2021 Constructors' Champions, demanded the thorough investigation that is currently being carried out to repair F1's integrity following the debacle in Abu Dhabi. Masi cannot continue as race director because he has done much damage and trust has utterly evaporated in his judgment, believes former race driver Johnny Herbert. I think he has done too much damage to Formula One and I think because of the position that he's in, we have got to have trust, Herbert told Sky F1. I think that trust has completely and utterly evaporated. But Brundle is not so sure change of one man is the solution, believing that ditching Masi does not solve the problem as he pushes for greater reform. Brundle said, "This is way too big of a job for one person to handle this in a 23-race season, it's only going to grow. Masi, if he stays, needs a lot of support around him and I suspect that is what they're looking at the moment."